Hello, What Culture? It's me, Simon Miller, and if you are watching this on the Sunday it goes up, I hope you're having a great wrestling weekend, because we've got loads of wrestling this weekend, and it's going to be tied off with the Royal Rumble that's happening later tonight, and you better bet your ass that I'll be back tomorrow with ups and downs for that. But now we're here to do ups and downs for NXT Takeover Philadelphia, and my word, what a show it was. And right now I think we can all take a step back and ask the question, have we ever seen a bad Takeover show? I think the answer is no. That kind of rhymed. Let's ups and downs. Yo. And it was an up straight away, because who was narrating the opening package for this NXT show? It was Paul Heyman. If you've ever seen Paul Heyman cut a promo, you know he's very good at words and talking. So this was a great way to start. It got me all pumped. It got me all hyped. It was an up. And as a warning, there's loads of ups to come. Oh yeah. And it's another up because the opening contest was for the tag team titles between the Authors of Pain and the Undisputed Era. And who would have thunk it? These two really good tag teams had a really good tag team match. Both teams do have really good chemistry, but I also do want to have a special shout out for the Authors of Pain, because this is kind of one of their first babyface matches, and I thought they came across like really believable babyfaces. They sold, you cared about them, they kind of kicked everything into gear, and you're slowly starting to see where they came from, and soon they'll be on the main roster and you'll see that journey. You'll be like, of course, this was a great plan. This is a really good pairing. The finish did come when things got a bit crazy, so O'Reilly took advantage of the situation. He did a quick roll-up on Akam for the 1-2-3, and I think that was the right finish, because even though the Undisputed Era did retain their titles, it didn't really affect the Authors of Pain. So it wasn't like a definitive win or anything like that, and we kept them strong. I don't know what the plan for them is now. They're going up, are they staying down? But either way, everyone came out of this feeling maybe a titch bit better than they did before. An absolute thunderous start to NXT TakeOver, and you can go watch it now and just see some big dudes throw themselves around. And who doesn't want to watch some big dudes throw themselves around on a Sunday? Then War Machine was shown in the crowd, and they were referred to as War Machine. That works for me as getting it up. Next was the Velveteen Dream versus Kassius Ohno, and this was somewhat of a marvel, because here we are in Philadelphia, a hardcore fan wrestling town, and the veteran indie worker got booed, while the NXT/WWE product, who's like just one big crazy character, got cheered like he was the future of the company. Up. Now, while I'm sure some people will say this wasn't technically good as the opener, it more than made up for that with all the character and personality that was thrown in here. And when the Velveteen Dream won, my gosh, it was as if he'd won the Super Bowl. The way he dedicates himself to this persona and just believes in it, there ain't no two ways about it. This dude is going to be a massive star. It's kind of clear that Ohno's role in NXT is taking these young performers and polishing them up, and he did a great job here, so you got to take your hat and give it a tip to Kassius Ohno too, who continues to just be like, I don't know, I like saying he's a journeyman, because that's like an insulting way. He's just a really good pro wrestler who gives low back to pro wrestling. I can't hate that. He's a good dude. The Dream did hit the big elbow for the win, and you could just feel it. You could just feel it in the air. There is something happening here. NXT is building, maybe, potentially, a future world champion in the Velveteen Dreams. We should all watch out for this, but either way, this was just damn entertainment. It was entertainment on a plate thrown into your face. I'm going to give an up to the women's title match as well, because I'm just a crazy soul with loads of ups to give. Get an up. I mostly liked it because it was different. Shayna Baszler, as we all know, is a trained and former MMA fighter, so why not tie that into her character and what she does in the ring? That's what they did here. I thought it was good. And that's why she did spend the majority of the match working over Ember Move's arm. Now, some fans seem to have taken away from that this was just one big rest hold, but I didn't see that at all. It just felt like she had a game plan, and she stuck to that game plan, and it almost worked. I mean, when Ember Moon did finally hit the Eclipse, she couldn't pin Baszler because of a damn arm. Mission achieved. Unfortunately for Shayna, she did make one mistake, which allowed Ember to use her own momentum against her and roll her up for a quick pin as well, and I think that was the correct finish. It's too early to give Baszler the title, but after all this, everyone still has momentum, and after the match, Shayna did choke out Moon. So everybody, all the little pieces fit in. It was like a jigsaw puzzle you get for Christmas, but you didn't stress out about it at all. You just got it done, and after it was finished, you were like, wonderful. So yeah, all this was a bit different, a bit strange, but that's cool. That is cool. And another up because we got to see Ricochet in the crowd, and wasn't it nice to see Ricochet on the WWE scene? However, we are going to give a down now, and it's the only down for this time's ups and downs, and that's because WWE referred to him as Trevor Ricochet Man. Now, I know his real name is Trevor Man, but when you say it like that, it sounds like you're calling him Ricochet Man. And then Allister Black bested Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match, and my word, this was awesome up. It was genuinely brutal at some points, with kendo sticks and tables and ladders and chairs all coming into play, and at one point, Black gave Cole basically an attitude adjustment through two chairs. That looked horrendous. That looked horrendous and it must have killed. There was some nonsense in the sense that the Undisputed Era and Sanity got involved, but that was okay because it kind of meant that when Adam Cole did lose, nobody really lost because there was a big schmoz, and besides, Allister Black and Adam Cole put on such a good display, it was one of those moments you're like, who cares about wins and losses? This is just excellent pro wrestling and I believe everything I'm seeing. But Black did slam his double knees through Cole as he was laying on the announce table, and he did it when he jumped off a case to eventually pin him, but it doesn't matter, because let's face it, Adam Cole's going to be NXT champion soon anyway, and we'll full forget about this. If you do go back and watch it, you just enjoy the damn match. These two are awesome. One day, these guys are going to be Raw and SmackDown, and they're going to tear it up. In short, I love Aleister Black, I love Adam Cole, hence why when I talk about them, I don't take a breath, I let my words zoom out my mouth like a car, heading towards a big tunnel. Awesome this though, truly awesome. And then we saw EC3 in the crowd, and he was called EC3, and he's heading to NXT. Up. The biggest of all the ups does come when we talk about the main event, and that's what we're about to do right now, as Andrade Cien Almas, and I can never say that guy's name, but I think that was pretty good, did beat Johnny Gargano to retain his NXT World title, but honestly, this was a WrestleMania main event, caliber main event there twice, but either way, this was brilliant. Up. It was good almost instantly, as Almas did come out in his original La Sombra mask, so that was cool. And also, Candice LeRae, who recently signed with NXT, was in the crowd because she's the wife of Johnny Gargano, so she was cheering her husband on. Storytelling, people, storytelling. It got better too because, of course, Zelina Vega kept getting involved, including a particularly cool Hurricanrana that just thrust Johnny Gargano into the ring steps, and eventually that pissed LeRae off so much that she jumped the guardrail and she started beating up Vega. And look what we've got. We've got a program ready-made right there, and it all makes sense. And in between all of this, forget about it. Everything the pair were doing was so good and so crisp, you couldn't help but buy in hook, line, and sinker. At one point, they reversed each other's moves so many times and so well, the entire crowd just got up and gave them a round of applause. Screw kayfabe, we don't need kayfabe, we just want to say, guys, well done for being great pro wrestlers. There were loads of really well done false finishes too that actually made you believe that Gargano was going to win the NXT title. Unfortunately, he didn't, and Almas hit the hammerlock DDT, but it doesn't matter. Johnny Gargano could be the next Daniel Bryan, and since you can't help but love him, and you can't help but just want him to win. That's what a good babyface is all about. It's inert. It's inside you. I just want that guy to win because he's a really nice dude. But there was one more twist in the tail, and that does mean one more final up, because just as Gargano was accepting the applause from the crowd for a match well done, who returned but Tommaso Ciampa? He smashed his former partner in the back with a crutch. LeRae was all like, oh no, my husband. And the show went off air with the bad guy smiling like a cat. A lot of people have said maybe this would have been better if Ciampa had actually cost Gargano the match, or even Gargano had won the title and then Ciampa had basically, pissed on his parade, but I don't agree. I just think this is another obstacle in the way to Gargano obviously becoming NXT champion eventually. First, he's got to vanquish his former friend. I like that. I like all of this. NXT, when it's good, is flipping awesome. And that was it. It was a great show. All the matches flew by, and at no point did I think I was bored. NXT is excellent. NXT is great. I like the fact we saw all the new guys there. I've got excited, and now the Royal Rumble's got something to live up to. It's going to struggle because it's like 472 million hours long, or whatever it is, but we will have to wait and see. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about NXT. If you watched it, like, share, and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com to read articles about NXT. Then go to What Culture's Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. Hit follow. My name is Simon from What Culture, and you make sure you have a damn good Royal Rumble.
Oh, wasn't that something? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe below, and also the people who made this lovely video, they're appearing right here. But if you're thinking to yourself, I want to see more content, Jules, then why not look above my head, as there probably is some. I don't know. I can't see it. Until next time.